1806 question 10 we used as the Hei Mahi for the lesson. And it's worthwhile going through this because I thought it was a really great question actually, and turning that in terms of the power of twos. So when we look at this, we've got a 4, and we know that 4 is equal to 2 to the power of 2. So every time we see a 4, we can just write 2 to the power of 2. We've also got a half here, and if we were going to express that in terms of a power of 2, well, we know that a half is equal to 2 to the power of -1. And of course, that negative there means all of that there, the 1 and the vinculum, and over the denominator, that is all represented by that negative there. So now we've got powers of 2, and every time we see that, we can just write this. Every time we see this, we can just write this. So let's go ahead and do this. And by the way, the last bit, the 2 to the 100, is perfect. It's exactly as it should be. So I'm going to now restate this now. So let's have a look. I got 4 to the quarter. I got 1 quarter, which I can now write as 1 over 2 to the power of 2, times we've got 2 to the power of 2, all to the power of 50, times, 1 over 2 is going to be 2 to the -1, times 2 to the 100. Now, the other thing, of course, is we've got 1 over 2 to the power of 2, and we could just write here, if we were going to simplify this, 1 over 2 to the 2. Well, we know that 2 to the 2 is 4. So we could rewrite this here as 2 to the -2. That negative there means all of that bit there, the 1 over bit. So let's rewrite this once more. So we could write this now as 2 to the -2 times, now we've got 2 times 50. We're going to multiply, because we've got a power to a power, we're going to multiply the indices. 2 times 50 is 100, so it's going to be 2 to the power of 100 times 2 to the -1 is just 2 to the -1, and 2 to the 100 is just 2 to the 100. All right, now let's put some equal signs in here to make it sort of mathematically coherent. We've got 2 to the 100 and 2 to the 100. Well, because the bases are now all the same, we can just add or subtract the indices. So let's start with the 100 bits. We've got 2 to the 100 and 2 to the 100. Well, 100 and 100 is 200. So I've got 2 to the power of 200. And then I've got, all right, there's other bits in 2 to the -2 times 2 to the -1. So I've now got literally 200 minus 2 minus 1 is going to be 2 to the 197. Now, I broke that up probably more than I needed to, but you can kind of see the flow, I think, and how we get to the answer from there. Good job. That was a great Hei Mahi.